Okay, Mark, you can hear me?
Whack each other with...
Wow.
Oh, yeah, now you're in a bad mood. Oh, I see it.
Ooh, content inception!
What's up, nerds, and welcome back to day 2 of PAX East 2025. The show floor is buzzing. We're here to check out some games, but I'd like to preface this day by saying that they say love doesn't exist. But in Seattle, when I met this man, Battle Athlete, roll the clip, Mark.
Are you okay? And it's like, Bustable, it's like, we finished each other's sandwiches. Yeah.
Ah! I knew I just had to work with him. What's up, Battle Athlete? How you doing?
Pretty good.
You're working with us today? Let us know what you're doing. Hey, take the mic.
Well, I'm a little dizzy after that spin. I might feel a bit faint. Also, I'm kind of excited about all these games and stuff. I mean, PAX East is pretty huge, dude.
The warehouse vibe, you know, it's like one big room. Unlike PAX West, where it's multiple levels, this is just one big room of video games.
It's just all in one place.
Yeah,
And
the smells, they're mixing, the sweat, the BO. We're getting dice throwers over here. We're getting roguelike sweat over here. We're getting the Metroidvania sweat over there.
I don't know if I like all that, but...
Welcome to PAX East.
Hey, what's up, gamers? It's Battle Athlete here.
You can't kill them. They just like usher you off the stage like, Scooby-Doo, buddy.
What's up, nerds? We're back here at PAX East 2025 with one more games looking at their upcoming roguelike third-person shooter, SWAPMEAT. Please tell me more.
That's right, man. Yeah, so SWAPMEAT is a third-person roguelite shooter, just like you said. It's also cooperative by default, 1 to 4 players. It's drop-in, drop-out multiplayer. It's an absolutely wild, crazy story. Also, with this interesting new mechanic where, for real, we're the only game that you can play on this floor where you can swap your meat with the enemies you defeat. And when you swap your meat with the enemies, you get their abilities. So there's legs, a torso, and a head. Legs typically represent movement, and the others are more like a damage. They'll have passive abilities, like if you get the octopus legs, you get in the water, it's basically Hydro Thunder. You're going like 300% faster. It's been absolutely wild to try to figure out what that mechanic is.
Working in indie game development and kind of in a silo and seeing your game from behind closed doors, what is it like seeing it on the show floor here with the customization and with that level of how players are approaching it? What's that like for you?
Yeah, well, you know, we've been building SWAPMEAT for about a little over a year and a half. Going to a convention like this is immensely valuable for developers because we watch everybody play. Like, I can just circle around, look at how people are interacting. I can talk with them afterwards. The interviews like this, you know, people play the game. I learn about what their experience was. This is, I think, our like 4th or 5th presence at a convention over the last year or so. And I think the most rewarding thing is the other day, I'm standing behind someone and they had said, wow, it's really easy to know where to go and what to do, which is actually a brutally difficult thing to get right. And so it's extremely fun watching over the last number of months and shows since I think the first one we did was maybe in August, the growth of the game and how we're just listening to players, watching them play, iterating, and we do that both on show floors and on Discord and in Steam, and yeah, so I'd say that's probably the absolute most rewarding part about watching people experience SWAPMEAT right now.
I want to turn to the gameplay elements. We've heard these genres. We know roguelikes. We know third-person shooters. You mentioned some swapping of meat. What is the main mechanic in this? And when players enter a match, what are they expecting?
Yeah, so the first 30 seconds of the game, when you start a run, you spawn on planet 1. There's 3 planets for every act of the game, and then a boss. It's like a Destiny 2 raid-style boss that you can complete with 1 to 4 different players. So the first 30 seconds when you land on a planet, any one of the planets, you are in what is basically your employee suit. You're not actually a man or a woman in there, though. You're this thing we call smart meat, which is just a little meat wad that pulls together with these little tendrils all the parts, the meat parts. So when you spawn in your Rangus, which is the corporate you work for, your Rangus employee, within that first 30 seconds, you're basically trying to go kill some enemies, find some parts, swap with them, and then go after your first objective. You handle a couple prime objectives, and then there's a final objective at the end of every stage. It takes about 15 minutes or so to beat a stage. If you don't beat it within 15 seconds, you are being pursued by these bounty hunters that show up, and they're really hard. You can't kill them. And they just like usher you off the stage like, Scooty-Doo, buddy, you gotta get out of here. When you are swapping, you're doing it for a couple of reasons. One of them is movement. Like, I want to go from here to there. That's where like those water legs might be really valuable. Some of it is damage. I need to defeat this crowd of enemies, so I want this double lariat ability where you basically spin around like Hager, right? Or if it's a boss fight, there are special meat in every boss fight that you need to know how to use. The bosses act like puzzles. I won't answer how the first boss works because there's a lot of people behind me that might be listening, and I don't want to give them tips.
Yeah, we gotta release the game.
Yeah, but there are two parts in just that encounter, and you need to figure out how they interact with the boss. And that has been one of the most interesting parts about building like raid style bosses, because you can swap out an ability in real time, and you have to get it by knowing what to kill. And yeah, there's literally no other game that has this mechanic.
And speaking on that, when can players get their hands on it on a playtest, or when are you guys planning to release too?
Yeah, so we're not currently announcing a release date. Basically, it is when players tell us it is ready, and we are working on a lot of content right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll be sure to keep you updated on SWAPMEAT as it goes further in development. And I'm sorry if this comes out after May 22nd. And I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But you missed out. That's on you. It's not. Maybe you should have read Noisy Pixel when we cover it on May 14th.
There'll be other tests.
Now I know you weren't there. Now I know you weren't there.
Or just come back.
Yeah, or come to back class. Thank you. What's up, nerds, and welcome back to PAX East 2025. We're here with developer Video Cult, looking at their upcoming game, Airframe Ultra.
Yeah. Easy. We got it.
It's so exciting over here, you know. Please tell us about your games and introduce yourselves.
I am Joel Jacobson. I'm James Therian. You drive flying motorcycles through the night in the future, and you whack each other with baseball bats. Okay, so it's sort of like, can I say this? Is that rude? Okay.
Hold on to that.
I understand.
An interviewer never gives up his mic. That's day one.
Lean over. Okay, so you remember like Jet Moto, right? You remember like Twisted Metal, like those old video games of the PlayStation era where you'd kind of sit around with your friends on the couch drinking like Mountain Dew and just like blowing each other up and like having a really good time. That's kind of what we're trying to do. We're kind of get that energy back. I feel like there hasn't been a lot of those games recently where you can just like hop on, blow each other up, and it's just fast-paced, loud fun. So that's Airframe Ultra.
There seems to be a renaissance of like these Polygon era games coming up through development, through indie developers. What is it about this type of design that maybe attracts you to it, that you want to share that with others and put your own unique spin on it?
I think it's very much the same as when we had the Pixel indies about a decade ago. It is a combination of a very distinct aesthetic and some nostalgia, and also an aesthetic that it's possible for an indie to produce assets in at a reasonable scale. A little bit of technical stuff and a little bit of art reasons, and that's how it is.
Would you guys say that this is working for you in the terms of like seeing players play it here at PAX? Do you think we made the right choice going with this design? Like we've nailed something here. When you see people playing it, like what's the feeling like?
We don't care about that at all. We do these things because we like enjoy them and we want to see them in the world, and it's nice to see other people have it resonate with other people. But that's we're never doing like a cost benefit analysis of different art styles. We're doing the art style because like we think that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And on cool, this game looks very cool. Is there music? Where does the real hook? Where do you grab the player? What is it about this game? The game loop?
There is music.
Oh,
there's music. There's like a jug of gasoline that you can like pour on the track and it sets on fire.
It's stupid fun. We're going for stupid fun.
While everyone else goes for introspective, you guys are really leaning into the chaos and the gameplay, the fun.
We have had our little go at introspective with our previous game, and this time we want to do the opposite, I suppose.
So our previous game was Rain World, and we spent basically like 12 years making like a mopey pixel platformer that's like sad.
Philosophy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This game has no philosophy. It's completely absent of philosophy, and that's a good thing.
No thoughts, only shoot.
Yeah.
I will say, Rain World is a very cathartic, challenging Metroidvania, very fun, and you're absolutely right. If you're just hearing about this game now, I think it's on all platforms now. You guys did like a really good, like updated definitive edition. Oh,
Trying.
yeah. Check out this game. But on Airframe Ultra, do we have a release date? Actually, I want to talk about the co-op. Well, when did co-op come into development? Was that from the beginning, or how has that been for you, like working on a co-op game?
You mean the split screen thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's new. I know it's new. It's
basically, I think what we are trying to do is we are trying to recreate that feeling of multiplayer before you had any ranking system or like any sort of long-term thing. You know, like way back in the day, you used to play multiplayer not because you were gathering points or anything like that, but just because it's fun right now. And you were on the couch and you were screaming and laughing. And we want to get that same feeling, and we are doing split screen for that reason, but we also have online. So that's the interesting part. We want to get that same feeling working online as well. That's going to be interesting to see how it goes.
Well, we'll definitely cover all of that and all the updates coming up. Releasing this year?
Yeah, that's the goal. Absolutely.
Nice. Well, check out Noisy Pixel for all of our future coverage of Airframe Ultra. Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
No, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Man, there's a lot of things to see here at PAX East this year. There's a lot of big games. We got Elden Ring right over here, Night Rain, and Pokemon Play Lab. Hey, this is Battle Athlete with Noisy Pixel here at PAX East. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to some people and see if anybody has anything interesting to say. Excuse me, did you make this yourself?
Yes, we worked
Really?
together. There's some wood, there's some clay in here, it's been painted.
Do you mind if we get a really nice clean shot of this?
I don't know if you're gonna be able to, it's really loud.
Hey, what's up? I'm Battle Athlete, and I'm here with Dr. Robotnik, Mr. Eggman. How you doing?
Doing fantastic. This is an amazing con. I can't wait to take all these humans and turn them into badniks when we get back home.
Oh, is that where you're headed right now? I'm gonna eat some food. I'm hungry as hell. Oh yeah.
I can't talk with these things on. Basically.
The whole
Good
outfit.
contacts, freaking you out.
Yeah, dude, that looks so good.
Yeah, we were just checking out mazes. It was pretty cool.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. Which one's that?
Little RPG game, narrative forward, mechanics light, so really good for introducing people to the hobby.
Oh, so it's more like a single player, like post game.
Like a group, like a TTRPG, but like rules light, like get into it and go.
Dude, your outfit is awesome, man. Yeah, is that from something in particular?
Oh, it's like a Project Zomboid character I made.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was from. Oh, you even got your keys like tucked in here. Hold on, does that outlet actually work?
Shiny gold, yes.
Did you make this yourself?
No, I did not. I'm a cosplayer, and I just bought this for fun so I can go and make content myself.
Yeah, I'm excited for your new movie coming out, man.
Great movie. It's excellent characters, except for Shadow. Shadow's horrible in the movie. Keanu Reeves did a horrible job. Don't watch it. Movie.
I don't know, man. I thought he was pretty good.
Yeah, horrible taste.
So it's all 3D printed. It took us about 2 weeks on 6 different printers. You can kind of see some of the areas that we had to glue together.
Wow.
And then it's also sliced straight down the middle vertically. A lot of glue work, and then there's 2 iron rods inside of it that give it a little more stability, as well as some foam. Comes apart here for travel.
Okay, thanks.
Take care.
See how many awkward handshakes I can get on camera. Maze. Mazes? Maze. Maybe one maze, could be plural mazes. More than one? Yeah, it's, one maze, that's boring. But like mini mazes, that's where the sequel's at. So there might be a maze 1. Probably on like PC 98. Oh, you even have your own little microphone?
Yeah, well, make my own content. Hey, we'll do content inception here.
I heard that you have a Chaos Emerald. Do you have any Chaos Emeralds on you? I could borrow one?
I traded it for a badge for the con. I thought it was the best trade ever. Oh, you mean?
Dude, oh, hey, there it is.
No, I go ahead, Truck. Not yours anymore. It's fine.
Hey, man, can I charge my phone on that? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm doing my best. Can I hold it? Oh! How long did it take you to make this awesome Sonic puppet?
This is actually iteration number 2. So the first one was made out of foam and fleece. This one is hollow foam now. It's a lot lighter, so it's the big thing in puppet world. You want your puppets to be relatively light when you walk around with them. Right. Otherwise, they go like this when you're like, you know, holding up.
Sonic with a neck. Yeah, that seems like it might be a little cursed.
Dead Hill Zone. Underwater level. The final boss.
Making awkward handshakes.
Ooh, content inception.
Oh, you're right.
Spit hands. That's close. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
What's up, nerds? We're back, PAX East 2025, talking to Joe and Jessica from Terrible Posture Games.
Yes. We did it.
On their newest game coming up, Battle Train. Please tell us about Battle Train.
Sure. So Battle Train is a deck and track builder about building explosive trains and launching them at your enemies.
Say less. What does that entail? What's a typical game loop like for players that are just learning about this game? And the name is pretty catchy. It rolls off the tongue. But when a player jumps in, what can they expect?
Well, first off, they can expect a lot of explosions. So you're building out this network of train tracks and rails and building up this wild train, taking out your enemies' outposts. Along the way, you're playing as a contestant on this most explosive game show, Battle Train, and along the way, you're learning about this cast and crew that run this show. So ultimately, your goal is to become the president conductor by seating the current president conductor, Alvaro.
I'm curious, when you first heard this pitch, how did it look in your head, and how does it look now at the final product? Because you're following this very chaotic experience here.
I think much like basically every person in the world, when someone said, well, you get to launch a high-powered train full of explosives at your enemies, I was like, that sounds fantastic. Where has this been all my life? And as to how it looks now, can I brag a minute?
Yes, please.
I'm so proud of our team. Like, we work with some of the most amazing people. There is, I don't know if you know this, in roguelites, like, it's not super typical to have a full-blown narrative story, but we have this amazing narrative story with all of these animated scenes. Our animators are splendid. All of our artists who work on it were fantastic. Joe is one of our artists, in addition to being the creative director. Our designers are so good. Team as a whole, we've all played this game so much. Like, we're super into it. We know what's good about it. We know what's fantastic about it. We know what makes us want to throttle ourselves because it kills us every time when we get to that one champion that we can't really beat. So, like, from when I first heard about it to where we are now, I'm really proud of our team. I guess that's what I would say about it. I'm super proud of our team.
Joe, you've been a big name in video game and indie development for a long time, and Mother Gunship is one of your titles. From that release to now, what have you learned, and what inspirations have you taken from that game to Battle Train?
Oh, that's a pretty big question, because there's about there's a 6-year, 7-year spread in there. One thing that we were able to build off of is our own trust in each other. We had shipped multiple games together. We knew where we were strong, and we knew our kind of overall design sensibilities. So we were able to lean on each other, and that has been the biggest learning, is just like who we were as developers and how to maximize what we get out of our team. I'll lay down the vision for a project, but it's really them that are building it. And so, as Jessica said, the team is amazing and a blast to work with, and we've enjoyed making this game. But it's really a testament to their skill that when I came to them with this idea, they were like, okay, here's how we take your weird, wacky idea about building explosive trains, and here's how we make it fun. Past titles we've been known for have been not train combat games like this one. I mean, nobody's made a game that is a deck and track builder like this. It's kind of weird and unique, but at the same time, it feels very familiar, and we had to reinvent a little bit of the design wheels to kind of, pardon the pun, to find the right track, to pardon another pun. But the biggest lesson is that we were able to trust each other, and that only comes with the experience of having shipped multiple projects together with this team.
I want to talk about that familiarity. I was able to play the game, and I want to talk about picking it up. There is a familiarity to the gameplay loop. Like, you can pick it up and know exactly what you're doing. You've seen these elements before, but you seem to take it in this far unique it's very ambitious though, because you're trusting the player to take these little skills that they've probably developed throughout their entire lives, put it all together, and then you add more to it, you know. And it's ambitious. How do you constrain that ambition and keep focus on what you're creating?
For me, the best answer is playtesting. So you'll find out really quickly if somebody can't figure out something. But no, you're right though, that there is a lot of different kind of subgenres that you're mixing, and you know, a game like this, you do get a lot of benefit from just players having grown up with a lot of these subgenres. We know that they know certain kinds of ways you interact. The way that you place, the way that you manipulate cards, for example, in a deck builder is pretty familiar to players. So even though this is focused mostly on the trains and the combat and the strategy there, the whole idea of the randomized elements, the whole idea of how you would build up your ability set throughout the run is very familiar for people. And that just comes inherently because gamers now have a history of these different genres. So if this game came out 20 years ago, it would be way, way simpler because we wouldn't be able to lean on all this history that players have developed together.
Well, we've talked enough about the game. When can players get it in their hands? When's the release date? Come on.
Release date is June 18, right around the corner. Play it on PC and on Switch, and we are excited to see what people think. We've had fun making it. We hope you all have fun playing it.
And there's a demo available now?
Yes, there's a demo available right now.
Demo available now, and we'll be covering this launch of Battle Train on Noisy Pixel, so stay tuned. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up, gamers? It's Battle Athlete here with Noisy Pixel. I'm here today with Jack and Antti.
Yes.
Antti.
He's the Prime Minister of Finland. Prime Minister of Finland. Governing Finland is a full-day job.
So
we are happy people. And
So happy.
Yeah, so today we're talking about a new game that you've been working on for quite a while. It's pretty impressive, called The Last Caretaker. And I've gotten to see a little bit of it, and I'm extremely impressed with what I saw. I thought it was pretty cool looking. What exactly can you tell us about the game?
Yeah, so this is the first time anyone has actually gotten to play the game outside the office. So it's been fun. We're here at PAX East doing some like private, showcasing of the game, and it's been really great seeing people getting their hands on it. You seem to enjoy it, which was good. We gave you a lot of time on it, which was fun. And but the game is it's a single player adventure game set in a world covered with water, and you are the last caretaker. You are a caretaker robot sent to save humanity. So your whole objective is to repopulate the Earth or send humans out into space to join their friends. Because everyone knows in space, you can't reproduce. You can't make babies in space. That's a very common knowledge. Everyone knows that,
Or
right?
screaming.
And so when the world flooded, humanity left and went to space, it quickly realized, oh, we can't make more babies. So they started building platforms and started, creating humans on Earth, letting these robots take care of it, and then launching them back up. So
yeah, it's honestly a super awesome concept.
Yeah,
and to be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect until I saw like the trailer and having you explain more about it. It's really easy to assume that it's just survival or it's just first-person shooter action, but it literally is a world covered in water with different places to explore above and below the water.
Yep.
And getting to see it in action, it was definitely, a lot of people would say it's comparable to Subnautica.
Yeah, Subnautica. So we get that a lot. And so I think that the best explanation, or my favorite thing I've heard, is that we're Wall-E with guns.
Yeah, exactly. That was like, or Vector Man.
Yeah, exactly. For the old school gamers.
Yeah.
It's a game where it's like, it's very peaceful. There's a lot of like world building. You actually create stuff. So like you're making like, electricity, solar panels, wind turbines, things like that. But you also encounter some hostile enemies. Like some of these other robots maybe aren't friendly to you. And so maybe there's some organic stuff out there that could also be, not happy to see you either.
Right, of course. I mean, you're going around, you're taking resources, you're disturbing things that have not been disturbed for a very long period of time.
Yeah.
So like you're, a lot of things don't even know who you are. You're a hostile to them.
Yeah.
But some of them are friendly and peaceful, but that's up for you to find out.
It depends what you do to them. So you may encounter some small creatures and they have their own habit, but you need something that they have. So what you do, you may disturb them and then they get angry at you and shit hits the fan.
Yeah, exactly right. The main objective, although, it's mostly exploration and things like that, but like story-oriented goals would probably be finding the human memories, human seeds,
Yeah.
and gathering those and then taking them to a rocket ship.
Yeah, so you basically find human seeds, human DNA seeds kind of scattered throughout the map. You have what are called Lazarus racks, where you go put those seeds and then you feed them with, food, with water, with memories to make a viable human being. And once you've got a viable human, you then take it to the rocket ship and launch it out into space so it can join the workforce up there. And also, there's memories scattered throughout the whole game, and the more memories you find, the better memories you find, you can make a more viable human. So, you kind of have different types as you do it as well.
Wow, so you have different quality of people the same way you have different quality of cakes.
Exactly, exactly.
We think it's more like how fit the human is in a space life, and what food, what memories, then it defines what their profession will be in a space.
Wow, that kind of makes sense.
It's not just one human, it depends what kind of memories, again, what kind of food, then it means what kind of human will come. So you shoot them in a space and then something happens and players will see.
Yeah, can't say too much.
There's a lot of cool backstory. So the game itself, like I always say, there's an A story where you kind of if you're not really paying attention to what's going on, you can kind of play the game and have fun. But if you really want to dive into it, there's hidden stuff, there's memories, there's logs all over the place, and there's a really, really deep backstory that Anti's come up with that's brilliant. And the world bible for this game is out of control, and there's so much information.
Some of the lore you shared, I was like, oh yeah, I'm super into this now. Like a huge network of it's kind of like that thing where they got all the tying all the things together.
You're the white Charlie at the board.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of those things where it's if you want to know who makes the toilets in this world and the president of that company, we have that information. It exists. It's gone really, really far in depth with it. So it's pretty wild. But because of that, because we have this knowledge, we have this backstory built in, it's we know what sort of makes the world what it is. And so it actually gives a little bit more depth. It makes it feel more real.
Yeah, I found that to be one of the most interesting parts of it.
Everything in the game is intentional. Everything was put there for a reason, and it's a crafted world. It's not a procedurally generated world. This is a map that has been made by the developers, these guys, and that
handcrafted.
It looks so good, and every platform has its own unique personality. So there'll be a fuel platform you want to go to, but there's multiple of those, and they all look different. It's not just copy paste. They're all made, and every one is specific.
That was a big thing I took note of, is that even when you're going around and you're checking everything out, nothing's the same. It's not put a cookie cutter platform here, another one here. It's all extremely unique.
It is fun because we've watched multiple people play it, and everyone kind of does different things. But it's you were very good about exploring around. We had a guy earlier who was he was a guy who it was okay, you need to go right. He's cool, I'm gonna go left. And I'm that's how I play the game.
Yeah.
He was exploring rooms, and he went to areas that no one else had found. It's okay, cool, I like that. And it's fun watching different gamers play it in different ways. But there's no wrong way to play it. You can kind of make it whatever you want, and we just sort of give the players the tools to enjoy the game how they want.
Right, if I pick up a robot by his foot and then throw him down an elevator shaft, I mean,
brutal.
Yeah, hey man, that says a lot about your your psyche. But
you have that footage. You could show it right now. The robot smashing his head on the way down.
Oh, that Oh no! Ha! Whee! Oh no! Oh, you should be more careful. See, that's why we have handrails. He hit the railing on the did a little misty flip, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, he did the Titanic thing where the guy hit the propeller on the way.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I thought of too. Basically, you guys are aiming for early access sometime this year. Is that what's going on?
Yeah. So
before end of the year.
Before end of the year, that's the goal. Yeah, he's the one who makes the decisions. I decided what he says.
Sorry. It's collective decision, and now we decided before end of the year.
Well, I think it looks awesome. Thanks for your time today. I can't wait for it to come out. It's the last Caretaker.
Last Caretaker. It's a wish list on Steam and Epic Game Store right now.
Exactly. Do you mind if we film your backpack?
Oh, no, by all means, please.
I loved your. As soon as we were walking across, I was like, oh, I recognize that immediate. It's Rick and Morty, right?
Yeah, it's Unity. Rick right there, and a Squanchy.
Oh, you got a Squanch?
Yep.
Hey, Squanchy! Hey!
Squanch!
Yeah, Squanch! Yeah.
Squanch, say what you just want.
Hey, whoa, hey. Oh, dude, I just saw your tattoos. That's New Castlevania. Oh, you got Devil May Cry. Can I see the whole sleeve? Do you mind if we... Whoa, do you need some help? Let me see if I can help you. I saw your Ash Ketchum outfit. I was like, oh, you even have the...
Oh, yeah.
Oh. So you bring Pikachu everywhere with you? Basically living Pokemon Yellow. Is that from something?
It's a Protogen.
What was that?
Protogen.
Photogen? Protogen.
I'm here for 2 days, so I didn't start playing stuff yet, but I've just been seeing what all the booths have and checking out costumes and stuff.
I noticed yours Megami, right?
Yeah.
Explosion. Oh my god. There's no way something that cute is a Sith.
She belongs to the dark side.
Oh my god. From Squanch to Squanch.
Squanch to Squanch. Okay. Squanch to Squanch. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I wanted to ask, how's y'all's PAX going? You guys see any good games lately? Or?
I've been here for cosplay and tabletop, so I've really just been wandering. I haven't got fully acclimated yet, but the Dune game looks incredible. I want to try that one.
Yeah, that was one of the first things I noticed when I came in. There's the big sandworm.
Yeah, so I'm a Twitch streamer, so I've been focusing mainly on the indie games and the comfy games that I'm seeing here. I saw some really cute farming games, pixel games, a lot of up-and-coming game designers.
Oh, you got a bunch of stuff on here. Yeah, when we walked up, he had like a raccoon that was doing dance, the one in the circle.
This will be my, I want to say maybe my 13th PAX.
Whoa, dang, so you're a veteran. Like, I saw you touch your nose. Does that like change the expressions?
Yep. It makes them angry.
Oh yeah, now you're in a bad mood.
Yep.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, you're getting all scrambly.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so sick. What game are you guys playing here?
This is Powerwell. If you know Dice Throne's Battle Yahtzee, War Battle Bejeweled.
Okay, yeah, it looks fantastic.
Give up from Final Fantasy 10. Chocobo Moogle from 7.
Full Metal Alchemist right here. Risa Hawkeye from Full Metal Alchemist.
Got some Poison Ivy.
Oh, wow. Just wanted to ask how your PAX has been. You guys
are fantastic.
Do you guys see any new games, anything interesting?
I'm interested in the Elden Ring game. I actually didn't even know it was starting to come out just yet. I haven't gotten in there yet. The lines were pretty rough yesterday, even worse today. We're seeing 2019 levels of people here.
Yeah. When it comes to game cons, it's kind of a toss-up between this one and Unplugged. Unplugged is more intimate. This is more everybody from the industry just coming and sharing their love. So
do you go to all of them? Do you go to all?
East is I would say my home one. I used to live in Syracuse, but now I live in Texas.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm living in the Dallas area.
Oh, see, I'm San Antonio.
Okay, I love San Antonio. I'm from Houston originally.
It looks fantastic though. Thanks so much. Oh, you can't even see my hand. I'm going for a handshake. Oh God, this is like the 8th awkward handshake I've had today. Yeah, I figured that they like to spend time, showing off some of their awesome outfits, They spend so much time working on them, it only makes sense,
So I saw everyone does like a fishing line for certain things. It's like, I'm just gonna do these little acrylic rod. They're like the things that you open and close blinds with. I had a bunch of them. So it's like, I just cut a piece here, cut a piece there, and yeah.
So East is your favorite?
East is my favorite.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I've been to a few. This one's been pretty impressive.
What I definitely like about East is that it's all in one location. West is like separated between like a few buildings. It just tends to be...
There's a bridge.
Yeah, there's a bridge, but like you've got to do that crossover. Here, it just feels like once you're in here,
it's all in one place.
All in one place.
I'll be honest, the first thing that came up here, I was like, man, I kind of want a gumball now.
You can try to eat it.
No, I don't want to lose what old teeth.
They're nice and heavy. They feel good.
My first tattoo on this arm was this one right here. It's actually Bernadette, the Grim Reaper from a comic called Death Vigil.
Oh, I don't know that one. I just noticed your shirt. Evo, is that Evo Moment 37?
Of course it's Evo Moment 37.
Oh man, absolutely. Better hope you don't run into Justin Wong. He'll be real upset.
I'll give him I'll try to give him a run for his money, but I'm not that good anymore.
Please don't eat it.
Yeah, I was like, is this the part where I like lose a molar in the dumbest way ever, like possible?
Or I get sued for saying you can eat it.
I was like, oh yeah. Well, thanks for your time, dude.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Noisy Pixel?
Oh, Noisy Pixel, yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Take care.
What's up, nerds, and welcome back to PAX East 2025. We're here today looking at Gigasword with sole developer Jack.
How we doing? Good to see you guys.
What's your studio's name, and tell us more about Gigasword?
So I go by the name Studio Hybrid, but yeah, currently it's just me. This is a solo project. I've been working on it since 2019. Gigasword is an action puzzle Metroidvania. So it's a Metroidvania that is very Zelda-inspired. That's where the puzzles come in. You've got a big sword. It weighs you down. You can stick the sword in the ground anywhere, and when you're not holding it, you're able to jump higher because you're lighter. So that's kind of what all the puzzles revolve around.
And how complex do these puzzles get? How challenging is this game?
So hopefully it's not super challenging, but I want it to be, you know, for puzzle fans, like a bit of a brain buster. You know, every area has new contraptions that use the sword. Every area introduces new mechanics. So as you go, you'll keep finding new ways that you can use the sword to interact with the world.
As a solo developer, I know there's countless challenges that you might face throughout this entire journey of yours. But what is it like seeing your game being played here at PAX by gamers?
Oh, it's so surreal. Like, I've done events before. I was actually at PAX East in 2020 just on Sunday. I had a really small booth, which was great. But this has been my dream for, like, ever since I started development. It's like, I want to get to PAX. I want to be there all 4 days. I want to have a publisher. And all that stuff is here now. I mean, it was a grind to get here. But no, I'm really happy with the way that the whole journey has turned out.
No, congrats. It's an amazing accomplishment. Now, talking on Gigasword, give us the gameplay loop. Rather than the Metroidvania and the genres, what's unique about this game and what can players expect when they, maybe in the first hour while they're playing?
I've tried to just combine elements from all the games that have inspired me. You know, obviously in terms of art style, it's very Shovel Knight, and that's also where you get the retro feel. Lately I've been comparing it to the older Tomb Raider games, where it's like, this is a very slower paced Metroidvania. If you go play Metroid Dread, which is an amazing game, that's like on the other end of the spectrum, where you've got this very fast paced, fluid gameplay. Gigasword is very like slower paced, like get into this area kind of and just like calm down and take a look around and like observe your surroundings, try to figure out what the environment is trying to tell you, like, you know, because you've got to look at all these different puzzle elements and kind of like when you're in a Zelda dungeon, like just take a moment to stop and see what you're seeing and like how do all these pieces fit together. So that's kind of like that's the audience that I'm trying to cater to, is like that kind of, for anyone that's finding secrets or just kind of wandering around and like exploring and like uncovering like this hidden world. That's what I'm trying to tap into with that.
I know you're pitching the game to all of our viewers right now, but when can players get their hands on it? Is there a demo out and is there a release date?
So this demo is on Steam right now. You can go wishlist the game. We are looking to release later this year. That's the goal right now.
Well, we'll be sure to continue coverage of Gigasword as it approaches, and we'll be sure to tell you about that release date when it comes up. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you guys. Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Honestly, I've seen like a lot of crazy outfits.
We can't wait to see that.
Yeah. He has some footage of me like playing with my eyebrows in the camera and shit.
Right after I say Mark, you can, because that's when he'll show the clip of you, and then we'll cut back to you rolling out. So anytime after I say roll the clip, Mark, you can do the spin.
Oh, at any point?
After I say roll the clip, Mark?
Yeah, because it's hard to hear you down there by your back.
Shit, you're right. What's up, nerds, and welcome back to PAX East 2025. We're here checking out Monster Train 2, and I'm going to admit to everybody, before we get into the interview, that I don't know anything about Monster Train 2. I know it's good, and I know you're gonna tell me, oh, I spent dozens of hours on the first one, and how can you review games and not know fun games? How can you not know the meta of these super popular games? Guys, I play a lot of games, okay? But luckily for me, we have a member on our team who also loves this game, and luckily for me, I have questions for this wonderful gentleman, Mark, here to walk us through some of the intricacies of Monster Train 2 on a high level, but hopefully it hypes you up enough for its release soon, right? This month?
May 21st. 12 days from the time this is being recorded.
Easy, that's a deadline for this video, Mark. 12 days. You got 12 days starting now. All right, first let's get the pitch. What is Monster Train 2?
So hi everyone, I'm Mark Cook. I'm the CEO of Shiny Shoe, the developers of the game. Monster Train 2 is a deck-building roguelike. It's a sequel to our game Monster Train 1, believe it or not. But this game is set in heaven rather than hell, and features 5 new monster clans and a whole bunch of features that improve the game over the first one.
So here's Ian Bits. This is from you. What did you learn from Inkbound that has helped with the development of Monster Train 2?
Oh, interesting. So Inkbound was our last title. It was also a roguelike and strategic, but not a deck builder. So it had a different game genre a bit. But yeah, we've been trying to think a lot about the lessons that we got from Inkbound in terms of where to best invest our scarce development resources as a small team. One thing that we have learned from Inkbound, this is going to get really technical really quickly.
Let's go, man.
Something that we felt was a challenge in Inkbound was like there's a lot of things that can proc other things, and that led to situations that were like really in depth. And so the people who like loved, like, I've got this that triggers this, that triggers this, that triggers this, that they really enjoyed that aspect of it, but it could get kind of complicated. So we've tried to like still keep the strategic depth, but like reduce the chance of those types of things happening. So that's one thing that's been on our mind game design wise that we learned during Inkbound.
Are there any post-launch plans for Monster Train 2 that you can talk about yet? And I'm sure Ian, we know what he's gonna say, but let him say it.
Come on, Ian. Nothing to announce at this time. You know, we would love to continue to update the game. With Monster Train 1, we did a number of free content updates that culminated in a paid DLC expansion pack. I would love if we could do something similar for Monster Train 2, but of course it's going to depend on how well it does.
A lot of things are tight-lipped about Monster Train 2 and its launch for fans to discover when the game releases. Is there anything in particular maybe that you've already revealed that's new for Monster Train 2 that is unique to this game and that you like sharing with others who are just discovering it for the first time? Like a gameplay loop or anything like that?
Sure, yeah. We have some new card types, I think, that are exciting. But you know what? That's probably more relevant for people who have already played the game. Something that we were just announcing recently, we're doing a couple of different crossovers with other games. They appear in the randomized events that can occur during a run. And so just yesterday we announced we're doing a Balatro crossover. So Jimbo the Joker can show up in a Monster Train run and you can earn artifacts that empower your kind of deck and your character. We also have crossovers with Cult of the Lamb and Inscription. I think they're pretty fun. We have an Inkbound crossover too. So there's an Inkbound crossover for Inkbound fans.
Yes.
So that's some of the new stuff that we have that like hopefully could appeal to some folks who like those games.
I'm surprised the Cult of the Lamb devs haven't talked you into a romance side story yet. Great developers over there. Yo, I want to talk about just the general gameplay loop of Monster Train 2. What can fans expect, or even players for the first time when they first enter the game?
Yeah, so Monster Train 2, one of the unique features is you pick 2 clans when you enter the game. So the monster clans kind of dictate what cards can possibly show up in a run. So it's a roguelike game with runs that typically last between like 30 minutes to an hour. And so you can mix and match a primary and an allied clan, which creates a lot of strategic depth because there's so many permutations of things that you can mix together. Then you start out on your train, you're going through heaven, you're trying to reach the end, the furthest ring of heaven that you can possibly get to. On the way, you will add cards to your deck, you'll remove cards, you'll upgrade them, and then you will battle the forces of heaven who have been corrupted by these creatures called the Titans as you try to actually help like save heaven from the Titans' corruption is kind of the plot of Monster Train 2. There should be balance between heaven and hell. And so you're kind of going between these battles, you're trying to protect something called the pyre on your train that represents your health in a run. If your pyre is destroyed in a battle, then you lose the run and have to start over. And so you're kind of going from Ring of Heaven to Ring of Heaven and trying to improve your deck along the way, getting upgrades and so on.
A mouthful, but seeing people play it in practice here at an event like PAX East, how is that? Like, you just described the gameplay loop, but actually seeing gamers and players get their hands on before release, what is that like for you?
Well, that's an incredibly important part of development for us. So we've been doing a private beta a year already. And so we get the opportunity to talk to our community about the things like the game balance, how certain features are being received and so on. We're a very feedback-driven studio, very community-oriented. So it's an incredibly important part of our development process. At an event here like PAX, I get to observe people over their shoulder, which is cool. You know, our private beta we run is not, it's done digitally, so I can't just like look. And that can sometimes uncover surprises. But, you know, we've been trying to test the game as much as we possibly can ahead of launch, not only for bugs, but also just for, you know, balance and for how players are feeling about it. So it's fun. We see some, you know, some trends here watching people play. And it's interesting to see what clans and champions people are gravitating towards. But yeah, it's a useful part of the development process, so fun.
Yeah, well, you can expect our coverage of the launch for Monster Train 2 on May 22nd, 2025. So be sure to check out Noisy Pixel for all that coverage. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was an amazing day here at PAX. Thank you so much with Battle Athlete for helping us out. How was it? How were the gamers? Did they let you in on any tidbits, any trends in the market that you can remember?
I like turtles.
Wise words from a wise man.
Use any of this. You ruined it. You laughed. We have turn all over her. I'll turn back around.
Oh, yeah. What's up, nerds? That was a great day.
We can't use any of this. That's it.
Is this day 1 or this is day 2? All right. What's up, nerds? We're here. I'm here with Battle Athlete. We're back. We're everywhere. You know. Man, I'm tired. Now your intro.
Okay, I'm intro. All right. Hi, everyone. It's me, Battle Athlete with Azario.
Hello, everyone.
With Noisy Pixel. PAX was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. What did you think, Azario? That's fascinating.
Okay. Well, nerds, it's definitely been a day. Day 2, to be exact. Hung out with Battle Athlete. We saw him talk to some gamers, I believe. I don't actually know. I wasn't there. I was getting the scoops because that's what they call me. They call me Scoops. They call me Scoops Lopez. And everyone, no one's safe.
I don't think anybody calls you Scoops. I'm sorry, Scoops.
I don't really want to be called Scoops.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of...
Give me a bubble over my head. Waifu. Put a waifu in it. Thick thighs. Preferably thick thighs.
Perhaps a squirrel girl waifu. Those are the trend right now.
No one's...
Whatever you're into. Hey, it's your thought bubble, dude. I'm just suggesting things. I'm not a furry, but squirrels.
Everyone, thank you so much for watching our content, and please tune in for day 3 coming up soon.
That's right.
We can't wait to talk to Matt.
Yeah.
Go put in the blooper reel. Put in the blooper reel. Let's go again. Sorry.
I like PAX.
I'm gonna say, they say love at first sight doesn't exist, but when we met Battle Athlete in Seattle, we just knew we had to work with him. But I'll have you roll the clip. You know, I'll be like, when we met Battle Athlete in Seattle, roll the clip, Mark, and then turn around after I say roll the clip, Mark. We just had to work with him. What's up, Battle Athlete? And then yeah. Hey, guy. And then you could say, hey guys, I'm stoked to work with Noisy Pixel. I'm gonna take you around the show floor and introduce you to some developers. We'll talk to some gamers and we'll hang out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, easy. How's that sound, Mark?
Just
I'll tap you. I'll tap you on the butt. Guys, is that your butt or the leg? That's your butt.
Noisy Pixel.